This is the Platinum 3776 with a medium nib and a black body. This particular model is one of the Century series, produced from 2011 to 2025. The Century series is being replaced by a newer version of this 3776. I'm not going to give you an in-depth review of this pen here. I just finished one review of the 3776 with an EF nib. Seek that one out if you want more detail. But in a nutshell, I said the 3776's strengths are the feedback and feel of its nibs, its capping seal, and its dependability. The downsides are cost and the fact that the nibs are not replaceable and the body is not easily taken apart. Just removing the nib and feed are problematic if you need to do so. I'm not going to rehash that all here, but instead I'll talk about why I love the way this pen feels. As a kid, I loved to draw, and I loved comic books. In particular, I liked Jack Kirby and his Fourth World comics. Weird and wonderful titles like The Forever People and Mr. Miracle. If you're a comics nerd, you'll understand what I mean. And later, as a teenager, a friend and I spent countless hours drawing our own comics. We took it seriously. We used dip pens and India ink and worked on our own creations, even sending them out to publishers. It ultimately went nowhere, but it wasn't a waste of time. It was fun and kept me occupied and gave me a purpose. I loved how the dip pens felt on paper. My adult years involved lots of drawing. I was fortunate to have a career that fostered a love of drawing. Still, I got into fountain pens only a few years ago. My first pen was a Lamy Safari, and that steel nib took me right back to my dip pen years. Yes, it was a different feel, but similar enough. I loved how the nib felt drawing across the paper. And after a couple of years and a few pens later, I wanted to try a gold nib out. Now, many people online, especially artists, recommended the Pilot Falcon. And so I bit the bullet and bought one. It was an enormous disappointment. Now, to Pilot fans out there, and there are a lot of you, I'll quickly add that the Pilot Falcon is an objectively great pen. And if you like a pen that floats across the page, pen people say it's like butter on ice. The Falcon may be for you. I get that. If you're an artist with quick, rapid hand movements, maybe you like gestural drawing, the Falcon would probably fit you well. But it's not for me. I gave it an honest shot, spent a year with the Falcon. It never worked for me. My drawings rely on fine lines and precision. The Falcon was too imprecise. I no longer felt the page the way I wanted to. This 3776 with a medium nib was my second gold nib purchase. I bought it used. What a revelation, what a relief. It's softer than steel, sure, and has a nice light bounce. There's a rasp as it draws across the page. If people describe Pilot nibs as being like butter on ice, I'd say that platinum gold nibs are like finely tuned skates or snowboards where the edges carve through the snow. Look, I won't say that this is a better pen, just that it's a better pen for me. That's why I love it so much. I love how it feels. You should find out what works for you. Listen to reviews like this one. Get an informed opinion. But truthfully, ignore anyone that says you need to buy this particular pen. What you need to do is find out what works for you. And this pen works for me. Enjoy exploring.